Buenos dias. Thanks for joining me for this mini grammar lesson. We've been learning about food, so we're going to look at eating breakfast, eating lunch, eating dinner, and then talking about which foods we like, which foods other people like. So let's take a look. You learned that el desayuno is your breakfast. Yo como el desayuno a las 9. I eat breakfast. I eat that noun at 9 o'clock. However, in Spanish, there's also a verb, desayunar, that means to eat breakfast. We don't have that in English. I don't say I breakfast and you breakfast and he breakfasts. But in Spanish, you do. So you could say yo como el desayuno a las 9, or you could just say yo desayuno. There's that verb change for yo. Yo desayuno a las 9. So what if I wanted to use this new verb, desayunar, and I wanted to say that she eats breakfast, ella? What do you think? Think about it for a minute. Were you thinking ella desayuna? Perfecto. What about he? He eats breakfast. I eat breakfast, yo. You eat breakfast, tú desayunas. Oh, he and she are down here in the same box. Él desayuna. Okay, well then, what about ella y yo? She and I. She and I, that's a we. We are nosotros. Which one of these is for nosotros? What are you thinking? ¿Desayunamos? Perfecto. Bien hecho, chicos. Now I could say, ella y yo comemos el desayuno. And that would just be a different way of saying the same thing. She and I eat breakfast. She and I eat the breakfast. We eat that noun. Same thing. You just might hear different things when you're listening to native speakers, and I don't want you to freak out about that. Same is true for lunch. Here's our noun. El almuerzo is the thing. It's the noun. It's that thing I eat. So I could say, yo como el almuerzo. I eat this thing con mi hermano. But I have this whole verb I could use, almorzar, which means to eat lunch. Again, we don't say I lunch, you lunch, she lunches, but in Spanish you do. Yo almuerzo con mi hermano. Tú almuerzas. Ella almuerza. This is kind of a special verb. You notice here that O is changing into a UE. Talked a little bit about boot verbs. That's just what's happening there. So just kind of refer to that if you need it. Yo almuerzo. So what if I want to say they? They eat lunch. Yo almuerzo, tú almuerzas. There's the we eat lunch. They, ellos almuerzan. Sometimes I think, okay, over here is the he, she. Él almuerza, ella almuerza. But if there's a lot of he's and she's together, they're in ellos, right next door. How about two? You. Think about it in your head for a minute. Are we good? Tú almuerzas? You guessed it. So we could also say, tú comes el almuerzo. Check that out. So we've got, you eat lunch, tú almuerzas. Same deal, tú comes el almuerzo. Two ways of saying the same exact thing. And you also guessed it, we have the same thing for dinner. We have this noun, yo como la cena. There's my noun dinner. I'm going to eat that thing en la cocina, no en el baño. Cenar is a whole verb that means to eat dinner. I could just say yo ceno en la cocina. Yo ceno a las 6 con mi familia. Regular old AR verb, just like you have hablar, hablo, hablas, habla, tomar, tomo, tomas, toma. We've got cenar. We took off that AR, ding, 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 and we have that CEN stem there, right? I love this highlight tool. Ceno, cena, cena. So simple, simple. Just take the ending off and add your endings. So if Miguel eats dinner, Miguel's a he, cena. Okay? Miguel y yo, Miguel and I. That's a we. We eat dinner at the restaurant. We're on a date. Cenamos. Bien? If some of those things are confusing, email your teacher and we can send you some more information about changing verbs like that. I could say, Miguel y yo comemos la cena. Let's take a look at these sentences. I've got Miguel and I eat dinner. And my sentence is going from left to right. Miguel y yo comemos. Miguel cena. I look at my subject, and because of my subject, I choose my verb. Same here, I look at my subject, and because of my subject, I choose my verb. Same story, right? I call these forwards sentences. But when you've been listening to Que Asco, you in Senor Woolley, you have heard a lot of gustar. No me gustas tú. Me gusta. A mí me gusta también. Right? Let's take a look at this verb for a minute because it's different. And we talked a little bit about this in class, but let's kind of go over it again because it can be confusing. And we know that gustar means to please or be pleasing. So hablar is to talk. Tomar is to take. Mirar is to look at, right? Gustar is to please. Tricky part about it is we don't say necessarily I please, you please. It says something is pleasing to somebody. So it's not like that good old forward sentence we had before. Before we had subject and then verb went forward. And we don't really have that now. So now what we have is that we have pizza is pleasing to me. It's not I like pizza going forward. It's pizza is pleasing to me. So all of a sudden here, pizza is my subject. Pizza is not a person. So how can pizza be a subject? I, you, he, she, we, you, it, they. Pizza's an it, right? So pizza is an it. It and he and she all share that same box right there. So if I like pizza, I'm going to say me gusta la pizza. I like pizza so much that I just don't like one pizza. I like lots of pizzas. And remember in Spanish, we're saying pizzas are pleasing to me. Pizzas. That's not a we. That's not an it. Pizzas are a they. They are delicious. They have cheese. They are from Hungry Howie's. So if pizzas are they, which one is my they box? Think in your head for a minute. And then see if you agree. Me gustan las pizzas. And so now I like to call these backward sentences here. It said the pizzas please me. The pizza is pleasing to me. If I really want to emphasize it, that I really, really like pizzas and maybe you don't, I'm going to say a mí. A mí me gustan las pizzas. The pizzas are pleasing to me, to me. I really want to let you know I like pizzas. So now I've got Charlie. And this sentence seems like it's a sentence about Charlie. Charlie le something el tocino. It means Charlie likes bacon, but it's really, Charlie's not our subject. Instead, bacon is pleasing to him. Bacon isn't it. Bacon isn't it. Are we going to do gusta? Are we going to do gustan? Bacon. Bacon isn't it. Let's take a look. Think in your head and see if you agree. If bacon is pleasing. A Charlie le gusta el tocino. Are we good? But what does Charlie not like? Los tacos. The tacos are not pleasing to him. Tacos. Tacos are a they. So, gusta or gustan? For they are not pleasing to him. Something is wrong with Charlie, and tacos are not pleasing to him. Gustan? Are we good? So look at that. Charlie's got nothing to do with it. We have these two different verbs here, gusta and gustan. They aren't changed for Charlie. Charlie's just over here, pleasing to Charlie. He's over out hanging in a prepositional phrase. It's that the bacon is pleasing to him. But the tacos are not pleasing to him. The bacon and the tacos are the subjects. They're the big deal in this sentence. So if I've got our next one here, remembering ellos is they, correct? They like ham. What are we really saying? Ham is pleasing to them. Ham, 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 ham. Is ham an it? Is ham a they? Ham, ham. Think in your head for a second. What's it going to be? Were you thinking gusta? Ham is pleasing to them? How about las manzanas, the apples? The apples. It is red, they are red. Apples. They. Think in your head, gusta or gustan? Ajá. Manzanas gustan. A ellos les gustan las manzanas. So again, take a look. Ellos is over here hanging out in a prepositional phrase. Things are pleasing to them. But our real heroes, our subjects, are these foods over here. Ham is pleasing, or apples are pleasing. So in the worksheet here, you're going to do some practicing with all those kinds of things. If you're confused or you need some more clarification, please, please, please email your teacher or watch this again. Or you can look up some of these concepts also on the internet. But emailing your teacher might be the first step to do. All right. Nos vemos. Gracias por escuchar, chicos. Adiós.